some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Lanning. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Running into the open space. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Boy, that didn't take long. Racing down the field in the red zone in less than a minute. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Ducks in the hurry up. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ducks!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown,
right down.
They made a statement.
No dinking and dunking.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Go, big man. Go, big man. Go, big man.
He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a double.
Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Just stop going.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got
get out there and not block anybody.
Ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
Good ball.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lanning. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks into the open. He's at the, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Spartans decide to punt it away.
Hurricane. Get out of there. Oh!
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Right there.
They could not have drawn up a better start than this. Already up 21-0. Got it in the middle. It's landing. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Oh, good catch.
To the right.
You should have stayed at TCU.
Nah, you did. I should have left Tilo too, but I thought this quarterback was going to be a little better, but he's not a scrambler. He's just a backfield creator.
As he picks up the first down.
I need some trash players.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the
ball. Get in there, get in there.
It's Tompkins. Touchdown, Oregon. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
4 pass studies.
This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want.
Yeah, I feel like it's too late for me to start a new team
because so fun to watch
the new games have come out by the time.
And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
I think they got
run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Go dime. It's in the blitz.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Over the top, inside leverage. You got that? Thanks.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete.
Great quarter. That's the best quarter we've ever played.
And Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats.
We've got 10 yards of offense.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started.
Let's go return, man. We ain't close enough for the block.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone.
Let's get active.
Pulls it in and looking upfield. And
good work by the coverage
team to get the return man down on the ground.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
Now you triangle.
Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they
make
have
a decision.
Everybody right now.
Precisely. Make your read.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Good block.
Fights off a defender. He now has 79 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Get that ass down. He's fumbling. Sure, I got more fumbles than anybody. Make the read. Watch this dumbass stand. I'm good. Good cut.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. The Ducks are in the hurry up.
Got a jet pass again, even though I should have zone.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Good cut.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Well, jet sweep pass.
Get the right guy so I can get in there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Get down, get
He'll
down.
do it himself.
Welcome to the club.
He was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal.
I pushed the button, he was wide open.
Is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that.
Great defense.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Feeling shit.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's unacceptable.
The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Inside.
Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Spartans will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the catch. It's DeLuca. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back on the option, the give. Touchdown Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, and this one's over.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing toward the end zone.
He had a chance from Boston.
And he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Under fire. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. To the ground with the back.
I'm still giving the right
person. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
There we go. Finally,
big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Rushes on him.
Get down.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanning. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Come on, quarterback.
Didn't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half.
That's all I mean.
Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession.
Bruh. Get out the box, get out the box, get out the box. Keep his ass inside. Nice hit.
Got to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The kick is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Connection to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got room to work. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Good fucking
hand.
hand.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Nice move to keep running. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here comes the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle. It's DeLuca. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Ducks have taken it inside the 20. Runs through the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touchback. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
0 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side.
And they'll
do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the
perfect
field.
game.
It's finally stopped. And the Spartans come to the line with a
passing.
fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down.
Go get it, bro.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds a little
Everyone
space.
on that side.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. And the Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong
Why the
hands
fuck
on
is y'all
the catch.
scoot back?
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Tompkins. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. The Ducks are at the line, looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown.